Based on the text, how would Maddox text 2 most likely respond to the conclusion Sharif text 1 reached after her further research? Text 1. In a study of the benefits of having free time, Marisa Sharif found that the reported sense of life satisfaction tended to plateau when participants had 2 hours of free time per day and actually began to fall when they had 5 hours of free time per day. After further research, Sharif concluded that this dip in life satisfaction mainly occurred when individuals spent all their free time unproductively, such as by watching TV or playing games. Text 2. Psychologist James Maddox cautions against suggesting an ideal amount of free time. The human desire for both free time and productivity is universal, but Maddox asserts that individuals have unique needs for life satisfaction. Furthermore, he points out that there is no objective definition for what constitutes productivity. Reading a book might be considered a productive activity by some, but idleness by others. So option choice A says, by acknowledging that free time is more likely to enhance life satisfaction when it is spent productively than when it is spent unproductively. This is incorrect because the focus of text 2 is on how the individual decides the right amount of free time and productivity, and that the individual, that there's the objective definition for what constitutes productivity is not clear, and that he cites the example of reading a book and how that might be considered a productive activity by some, but idleness by others. Therefore, the option choice A, which says that by acknowledging that free time is more likely to enhance life satisfaction when it is spent productively than when it is spent unproductively, is incorrect. B. By challenging the reasoning in text 1, as it has not been proved that productivity commonly contributes to individuals' life satisfaction. This is incorrect because the focus in text 1 is on how free time contributes to individuals' life satisfaction, not on how productivity contributes to individuals' life satisfaction. Furthermore, in text 2, Maddox highlights how there's no subject, that the definition for productivity depends on the individual. Therefore, he would not agree with how productivity commonly contributes to individuals' life satisfaction. So B is incorrect. C. By warning against making an overly broad assumption, as there is no clear consensus in distinguishing between productive and unproductive activities. This seems to be the correct answer because the first sentence of text 2 highlights this, where it says he cautions against suggesting an ideal amount of free time, and highlights that the human desire for both free time and productivity is universal, but that individuals have unique needs for life satisfaction. So Maddox does warn against making an overly broad assumption, and says that there is no clear distinguished consensus between productive and unproductive activities. So C seems to be the correct answer. D. By claiming that the specific activities named in text 1 are actually examples of productive activities rather than unproductive ones. This is incorrect because the third sentence in text 2 goes against this, where it highlights how he points out that there is no objective definition for what constitutes productivity. Reading a book might be considered a productive activity by some, but idleness by others. Therefore, he highlights that the individual determines what a productive activity is, so he would not make a claim about what activities would be productive or which would be unproductive. So D is incorrect, and the correct answer is C.